Jessica here. Welcome back to the iSingPOP YouTube channel. We are so excited to be bringing you a brand new episode today. Now, in the last episode, we were talking to you all about fear. And today we're going to be following on from that with an episode that is all about hope. Now, you may have seen the Rainbows of Hope movement that has been sweeping across the nation in the last month or so. You might have drawn or painted your very own rainbow, or you may have been looking out for them in other people's windows when you've been out on a walk. In today's episode, Leah is going to be telling us the story of the very first rainbow and why it came to be a symbol of hope in the first place. Then we'll be heading over to Sandy the scientist for a fun rainbow experiment. And finally, Emily will be showing us some of the dance moves to our song, All Over the World. But first, let's hear all about that very first rainbow.
Now, today's story is about Noah. Now, Noah was a good man and he always listened to what God had to say. One day, God warned him that there would be a great flood over the whole earth. So Noah left immediately. He ran back to his hometown to warn everybody about the flood. But they didn't want anything to do with it. They thought he was being ridiculous and they told him to go away. But Noah knew what God had said. So he built a great boat, a massive boat, big enough to fit his whole family in, and big enough to fit 2 of every animal in the whole world in. That is a whole lot of smelly animal poop that they had to clear up. Once Noah was safely inside his boat with all his families and all those animals, the rains came down and the floods came up. They were in this ark for a very long time. In fact, they were there for 40 days and 40 nights. They didn't know when it was going to end and when they were going to see dry land again. But suddenly, the waters calmed down and they found dry land. When they had landed, God sent a rainbow over the earth. This was his promise, a promise that he would never flood the earth like this again. A promise that the danger would pass, the rain would stop and the sun would come out. And that is why the rainbow is a symbol of hope.
So, now you know about where rainbows come from and why it's a symbol of hope. We're going to head over to Sandy the scientist now, who's going to tell us more about how rainbows are made and how you can make your very own one at home.
Hi guys, I'm Sandy and I am a scientist, and today we're going to have a little look at how rainbows are made. So what is a rainbow? Well, a rainbow is made of light. It's not real. It's an illusion. But seriously, it's when light hits water and then the light splits into all these different colours. So when the light hits the rain, you see red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Should we try and make a rainbow? Come on then. Now, I don't have the sun, but what I do have is M&Ms and water. What a fun and tasty way to make a rainbow.
Why don't you have a go at that experiment at home with an adult who can help you out as long as you have their permission. Finally, it's over to Emily, who's going to show us some of the dance moves for All Over the World.
Hey guys, Emily here. I'm now going to teach you some of the dance moves for this song, All Over the World. We're going to start with the bridge. And in the bridge, there is some sign language. So I am going to teach you a little bit of sign language. You are going to take your right hand in a fist and you're going to open it out and close it. And that is the sign language for hope. So you are going to open your fist out, lean over to the left, bring it back in and close it, and then bring it out and all the way down. And that goes, there's our hope. And then you're going to bring this arm up all the way over your head. Beyond the sunset skies and on the mountains high. And on the mountains, you make a mountain high, you bring it up over your head. And then you do the hope sign language again, but a little bit quicker. There is hope. And then there's a little bit more sign language. The sign language for peace is this. So you're gonna go, there's our peace. So you bring it in and out. And in the darkest place. So you are putting your hands just above your eyes. You're not putting it over your eyes, otherwise you won't be able to see. Just above your eyes. And in the darkest place, whatever we may face. And then you do the peace sign language again, but a little bit quicker. There is peace. And then for the chorus, with a bend at the knees, you are going to bring your right hand up and over and your left hand up and over. All over the world. And then you are going to take your right hand above your eyes as if you're looking for something. Lean over to the right. Sweep your body all the way across to the left. It's all across the nation. And then with this arm, you're going to make some ripples in the ocean, wider than the ocean. Then you are going to take both your hands on your right shoulder and swap it over to your left. And a love we can rely on. Then we do all over the world again. All over the world. It's higher than the highest. Higher than the highest. Your right arm goes straight up in the air as high as you can. Deeper than the deepest. Deeper your arm comes down than the deepest. It is like you're pulling your socks up. Deeper than the deepest. Then we do that same move again. Gotta love that it's the greatest. Great, so those are all the moves. Come on, iSingPOP stars, let's try all of that I've just taught you with the music. job, iSingPOP stars. You absolutely smashed that. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. I will see you next week. Back to you, Jessica.
Thank you so much for joining us again for today's episode. We really hope you've enjoyed it. Hit the like button if you did. And remember that whenever you see a rainbow, it means there is always hope. If you want to see more of our videos, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified whenever we upload on a Friday. Until next time, see you soon!